We are in Ontario, California. Made the delivery last night. It was supposed to be a live unload, and it turned out to be a drop, which was awesome. So we dropped it, hooked it empty, and came over here to this Petro, and miracle upon miracles, found a place to park. And not just any place. I found a pull-through. I couldn't believe it. I mean, there were actually quite a few parking spots last night. It was around 10:30 when we got in here last night, and there were a number of parking spots in the back here off to the left. It was amazing. I was actually going through. I'd seen one that I wanted. I wanted one that faced west, so when the sun came up in the morning, it wouldn't be shining in on the truck, because I wouldn't be getting up that early because I got in so late last night. Anyway, so I didn't want to do a blindside back, so I went past it to go down to the end of the row and turn around and come back. And along the way, I saw a spot. There were two empty spots side by side. I didn't want to take one of those. I'll explain that some other time. But one of the spots went all the way through to the other side. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, a pull through. I'm taking that. It was perfect. I mean, it was perfect because of the two spots on that side that were open, that it gave me the turning room. In other words, I could turn into. I couldn't have done it if there had just been one spot that went all the way through. It would have been too tight. But there were two spots open, and I'm like, oh yeah, turn right in there. So got that spot, and it faced to the west, so the sun didn't shine in first thing in the morning. So it was pretty awesome. Anyway, then I got on the load board last night because I didn't have a next load, and I booked the next load. We're now on our way to go get it, about 5 miles away in Fontana. And then we're headed to Pueblo, Colorado. And right now we're just trying to get out of here. This place you have to pay to park if you're here for longer than 2 hours, unless you buy 60 gallons of fuel. It used to be 50, they just upped it to 60. Or spend some amount of money inside. I don't know if they changed it. It used to be like $25 or something. Anyway, but I needed fuel, and I wanted to get. They're running a special right now where you can get 2 shower credits. So I got more shower credits, and I got a shower. So well, today's going well. Again, it's late in the day. Getting a late start in the day, nothing unusual for me, but no worries, I got plenty of time on this load. Okay, I was just reading the sign in the window there while he was validating my parking. You got to spend $20 retail inside in order to avoid the $20 parking fee. So it's not that bad, not that big of a deal. You could go in and spend $12 to $15 on a with tip on a meal, buy some coffee, a snack or whatever, a few items out of the convenience store, and you got your $20. So as long as you're just buying stuff you need anyway, it's no big deal. And that pay to park thing does, keep a few other drivers out who won't come here, which just leaves room for the rest of us that are not afraid to pay a few bucks to park if necessary. All right, we're gonna go get on the Interstate 10, and then we are going to go get this next load. we dropped the empty. Now we're on the hunt for the preloaded trailer. None of the ones on the right. All the ones on the right are Target. So we're looking for 160443. There it is. Boy, these are little tight spaces. Yeah. It's like that in this type of yard. Okay, we are out of here. And we gotta head up the hill on Interstate 15. But first we gotta jump on 10 in order to get there. I didn't mention, I did mention we're going to Pueblo, Colorado. I didn't mention how far that is. It is over 1,000 miles. Or nearly 1,100, depending on which way I go. I'm going to take the shorter route because it is actually more scenic. Gets up into the mountains. Anyway, we're going to head up 15. We'll be at 15 in just about 3 or 4 miles from here. So we'll run up Interstate 15 to Barstow, and we'll pick up Interstate 40. And we'll take that all the way to Arizona. Oh, and I'm not sure how far we'll get. We'll get at least to Kingman today. So let's see how this goes. Finally got to the top of this hill, the Cajon summit. Elevation 4,190 feet. Still got a lot of traffic, but we're moving forward. As we're passing through Barstow, we're coming up on the split where we head away from Interstate 15 and onto Interstate 40. This is the western end of Interstate 40. From here, and there'll be a sign up ahead that talks about this. From up here, where Interstate 40 begins, Interstate 40 runs all the way across the country to the East Coast in North Carolina. Of course, we're not going that far. Not on this trip, anyway. Is this the sign? Yep. Wilmington, North Carolina, 2,554 miles from here. All on this one highway. That's a long way.
If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see even more videos from all over the United States, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also invite you to visit my website to learn more about my over-the-road trucking adventure and what it's like living on the road.